Hola, hello. How are you? ¿Qué tal? I'm going to talk about the how to say the time in Spanish. To say the time, we to ask what time it is. We say ¿Qué hora es? O puede decirme la hora, por favor. I have drawn on small whiteboard a few spheres that shows how the clock is divided, how we say half, and how we say quarters. And also I'm gonna give you some examples with sentences so you can see how we would tell each time that is written there on the board. We use the verb to be like you do in English, but if you have watched another video where I talk about the verb to be in Spanish, it has two possibilities, the verb to be in Spanish. So there are two verbs that derive from verb to be in English. In Spanish, we say ser o estar, and both mean the same as the verb to be in English. Ser we use for permanent things, and estar is for temporary things. If you watch the video, then you'll have a better understanding or more complete understanding on how it works. The verb ser is used to tell the time, okay? And as well. So the time is what we is not used to tell the time, but we also use the verb ser to tell the time, not the verb estar. And we have two options to say the time in singular or in plural. So we always say the hour first before the minutes, okay? And the hour can be one or it can be more than one, okay? So when it's 1 o'clock, for example, we would use the singular form of ser, which would be es, like is in English. But the plural form of ser would be for they, the one that applies to the third person of the plural group. It would be are in English, but the equivalent here of that one that applies to they, which is the third person in the plural group, is son, S-O-N, son, okay? So any other hour after 1, we would use son for that. But if it is 1, we would say es, okay? Now, because the hours are considered to be, not the hours, but the word is considered to be a feminine word, okay? We use a feminine article, okay? And because we're going to be using the definite article in this case, we could either say the definite article in singular or we can say it in plural, okay? So it would be either la for singular or las for plural, okay? So, ¿qué hora es? Es la una and whatever else, minutes. Or if it was 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever, son las dos, son las tres, son las cuatro, whatever the hour. Yeah, the hour always, as I said, comes first. Okay, now I'm going to show you the board, okay, where I've written a few things, and I hope you can see it clearly because I know it shines. So I'm going to try to see if you can see it clearly. Okay, here you've got one sphere, and there's half of the sphere here that that is in white or half in black. Yeah, media. That refers to the hora, the word hora, because the word hora is feminine. Media is in feminine because media is a word that can be feminine or masculine depending on the gender of the word that it precedes, okay, or that is referring to. And here I've got a sphere divided in four parts, okay, and I've taken just 1/4. That equals in a sentence to un cuarto, okay. I've taken un cuarto of this sphere, okay. So this clock here is basically divided in 4 quarters or 2 halves, yeah. So that these are the halves. This half, every minute on this half, we use the letter Y, which in Spanish is Y, but the sound is E, okay? So whatever the hour we say first, and then E, however minutes the clock says that we are on, okay? And on this other side of the sphere, we say menos, okay? Menos because now we are deducting from the hour, yeah, from the following hour. So menos, whatever hour is going to be, minus so many minutes, okay? So that is why we say, well, here I've said menos cuarto, because when you get to quarter to, is menos cuarto, but it could be menos 20, menos 25, menos 10, menos 5, okay? Or if it was whatever time and the long handle was on 12, that would be o'clock sharp, yeah? For that, we say en punto. So if we had, for example, the short handle on 3 and the long handle on 12, we would then say son las 3 en punto. See? The time, the hour first, and then the minutes. Son las 3 en punto. Okay? Fine. Then we're going to look at these couple of sentences that I've written here. You can see, I hope, this sentence, hope you can read it. It says, ¿Qué hora es? What time is it? ¿Qué hora es? Okay, and here there are a couple of examples. 1:15 and 2:50, okay? So for 1:15, I'll say, es la 1:15. So, see, the verb to be is in singular because I'm talking about this hour, which is 1. So that is es. And then because the word hour is feminine, I'm using the definite article la, which is feminine, and it's also singular because of the verb es, and also because of the number, which is 1, una. Okay, es la 1:15, so y cuarto, ¿vale? Could be y10, y20, y25, okay? Now here I've got 2:50, because it's not 1 anymore. Here I'm saying the plural form of the verb to be in Spanish, the one that is ser for permanent things and for time. And then I'm saying son, okay? Son. Now this has got to agree in gender with the hour and in number. So because it's not 1 anymore, it would be las. Son las 3, the hour that is going to become 3, menos, minus 10. Okay, it's like saying 3 minus 10, or 250 is 3 minus 10, it would be said in Spanish. Okay, so 10 minus 3. ¿Vale? Son las 3 menos 10. You could say son las 2:50 as well. It's possible, but it's less common. Okay. And I think I have covered everything. One thing that I haven't said, because sometimes I don't want to overload too much with information all at once, not to confuse people, but when you go to ask somebody the time, you say, ¿Qué hora es? Por favor. Don't forget to say por favor, please. O, ¿puede decirme la hora, por favor? Can you tell me the time, please? ¿Puede decirme la hora, por favor? Okay, I hope this is useful and I haven't confused you. But if I have, or something is not clear enough, please make a comment about the video, and then I will look at the comments. And if it's too confusing, if I need to do an extra video to explain this, then I will do it again. I do not. I do appreciate comments because they can be helpful, and they helpful to try to do things better. Yeah, because sometimes we think that things are clear, but maybe they are not clear for everybody. Okay, so I don't mind doing things again and trying different ways of explaining things if in one of the videos is not clear enough. Okay, for some people. I also appreciate if you want to suggest any topics or anything that you might like me to cover, because it's just ideas that you would give me, and I have no trouble to try to do something to satisfy that knowledge that you might want to have. Okay, yeah, and if you think this video is helpful and you've learned something from it, and you give a like to the video, that for me is gives me at least the satisfaction of knowing that people are learning something and they find the videos useful. Okay, so I would appreciate that if you don't mind. And if you subscribe to the channel, then you will be notified every time I upload a video. If not, you'll have to keep on coming to the channel and looking for videos. But in any case, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for your patience, and have a lovely day, and thank you for watching again. Okay, adios, bye bye.